Let me ask you something real. How many days have you gone through life feeling like you're just moving, just existing, without really knowing why you're here? Most people wake up, go through the motions, chase money, chase status, chase approval, and call that living. But that's not enough. That's not fulfillment. That's not happiness. The truth is, if you haven't found your purpose, no amount of success will ever make you feel complete. You can have the car, the house, the business, the recognition, and still feel empty inside. Because without purpose, you're just running in circles. Purpose is the engine that gives meaning to everything you do. It's what turns effort into passion, struggle into growth, and challenges into opportunities. Finding purpose isn't about waiting for some lightning bolt of inspiration to hit you. It's not about discovering some secret that only a few people get. Purpose is found in the intersection of what you're good at, what you love, and what the world needs. It's in the things that make you lose track of time because you're so engaged, so alive, so present. But here's the catch. Most people ignore the clues. They dismiss the things that excite them as unrealistic. They push aside the talents and skills they already have because they think they're not enough. The people who succeed, the people who truly find happiness are the ones who pay attention. They notice what energizes them, what moves them, and they pursue it relentlessly, even when the path is uncertain. I've seen it countless times with entrepreneurs, creators, and leaders. Those who find their purpose don't just work, they thrive. They don't just show up, they inspire. And the key is purpose gives clarity. When you know why you're doing something, obstacles become manageable, challenges become lessons, failures become feedback instead of defeat. Without purpose, setbacks feel crushing, decisions feel overwhelming, and every day can feel meaningless. But with purpose, you wake up with intention. You wake up ready to act. You wake up knowing that what you do today matters not just for you, but for the people in the world you're meant to impact. And let me tell you, finding purpose isn't always comfortable. It challenges you. It pushes you out of your comfort zone. It forces you to look inward and confront the things you've been avoiding, the fears you've been ignoring, the excuses you've been hiding behind. But that's where growth lives. That's where real success lives. The path to purpose is a journey, not a destination. It's not instant. It requires reflection, courage, and experimentation. You may fail along the way. You may take steps that don't work. But every attempt teaches you something. Every effort brings you closer, and every moment you commit to discovering your purpose builds the life you were meant to live. Here's the secret most people don't understand. Success without purpose is hollow, but purpose naturally attracts success. When you align your actions with something bigger than yourself, doors open, people support you, opportunities appear, and the energy you bring to the world becomes unstoppable. Purpose fuels persistence. Purpose fuels creativity. Purpose fuels impact. It transforms ordinary work into extraordinary results and ordinary life into fulfillment. That's why the people who change the world are not always the smartest or the luckiest. They're the ones who discovered their purpose and refused to settle for anything less. So I want you to stop for a moment and reflect. What are the things that make you feel alive, that make you feel seen, that make you feel like your time matters? What skills, talents, or passions do you have that could serve the world in a meaningful way? Don't dismiss them. Don't overthink them. Start exploring them today. Because the longer you wait, the more time you waste chasing things that don't fulfill you. The moment you commit to finding and living your purpose, everything shifts. Work becomes joy, challenges become opportunities, and your life begins to feel like it was meant to be lived. Finding your purpose is the key to happiness, the key to success, and the key to becoming unstoppable. Discovering and committing to your purpose transforms ordinary effort into meaningful success and fulfillment. Most people go through life chasing goals that feel impressive on the outside but leave them empty on the inside. They work long hours, accumulate wealth, and chase recognition, yet they still feel a sense of dissatisfaction that they can't explain. That's because effort without purpose is like rowing a boat without a rudder. You move, you expend energy, but you never reach the destination that truly matters. Purpose gives context to everything you do. It transforms the grind into a mission, the struggle into growth, and the daily actions into a meaningful journey. When you discover your purpose, every task, every challenge, and every decision carries weight. And that weight fuels your motivation and resilience even when life gets hard. Purpose is not always found in dramatic revelations or life-altering events. Often it's hidden in the intersection of your passions, your skills, and the needs of the world around you. It's in the work that excites you, the problems you feel compelled to solve, and the way you naturally contribute to others' lives. Most people overlook these clues because they dismiss them as small or insignificant, thinking that their purpose has to be something monumental. But purpose is personal and often grows quietly through consistent reflection and action. The people who live fulfilling lives are the ones who pay attention to what energizes them and then align their daily actions with that energy. That alignment turns ordinary effort into extraordinary impact. Committing to your purpose requires courage. It's easy to stick with what's safe, what's familiar, or what society expects of you. It's harder to step into the unknown, to challenge yourself, and to dedicate your energy to something meaningful, even when there's no immediate reward. But that's where transformation happens. Every time you take a step toward living your purpose, you reinforce your identity as someone who matters, someone who contributes, and someone who refuses to settle for a life of mediocrity. The act of commitment itself builds confidence and clarity, and over time, it compounds into tangible results and deep fulfillment. Purpose also changes the way you experience failure and setbacks. When you're working towards something meaningful, obstacles are no longer purely frustrating. They become opportunities to learn, adapt, and grow stronger. Every challenge you face is filtered through the lens of purpose, giving you insight and resilience. You start to understand that temporary discomfort and hard work are part of the process, not signs that you're on the wrong path. That mindset allows you to persevere when others quit, to keep showing up when motivation fades, and to keep building momentum towards something larger than yourself. Ordinary effort gains extra. Ordinary power, when it's infused with purpose. Another critical aspect of committing to your purpose is the way it influences your decisions. When you have a clear understanding of why you're doing something, choices that once felt overwhelming become obvious. You no longer chase every opportunity or distraction because you know which actions truly move you toward your goals. Your time, energy, and focus become aligned with what matters most, which increases your effectiveness and reduces wasted effort. Purpose serves as a compass, guiding you through life with intention rather than reaction, and turning even small, consistent actions into meaningful progress. Ultimately, discovering and committing to your purpose is transformative because it bridges the gap between potential and achievement. Talent and opportunity alone are not enough. Passion without direction leads nowhere, but purpose channels your abilities, your energy, and your commitment into a path that not only brings external success, but also internal satisfaction. It allows you to wake up each day with intention, to face challenges with confidence, and to measure success by impact, growth, and fulfillment rather than fleeting recognition. Purpose makes your life coherent, powerful, and truly your own, turning ordinary actions into a life that matters in ways that will echo far beyond yourself. Purpose provides clarity, resilience, and direction, turning challenges into opportunities and guiding every action you take. Most people drift through life without a clear sense of why they're doing what they're doing. They get caught in routines, obligations, and the pursuit of things that feel important to others but leave them feeling empty inside. Without purpose, decisions become confusing, setbacks feel crushing, and even accomplishments can feel hollow. Purpose changes all of that. It gives meaning to your effort, focus to your energy, and a lens through which you view every challenge and opportunity. When you understand why you're doing something, you stop reacting to life and start intentionally shaping. Clarity is the first gift of purpose. When you know your reason for getting up in the morning, the path forward becomes easier to see. Decisions that once felt overwhelming start to resolve themselves naturally because you can measure every choice against your purpose. You begin to understand which actions align with your goals and which are distractions. Time and energy become your allies instead of your enemies because you are no longer scattering them on things that don't matter. People who live without purpose often chase the wrong opportunities or waste their talent on tasks that offer no real reward. Purpose provides a filter, a guiding compass that ensures your daily actions move you toward meaningful outcomes. It's what separates those who seem lost from those who seem unstoppable. Resilience is the next layer of power that purpose brings. Life will challenge you, push you to your limits, and test your patience. Without purpose, these challenges can feel unbearable and it's easy to give up. But when your actions are tied to something bigger than immediate comfort or external validation, obstacles become fuel instead of roadblocks. Purpose allows you to see setbacks as feedback, mistakes as lessons, and failures as temporary detours rather than permanent defeats. It builds a mental toughness that keeps you going when others quit. The people who change industries, start movements, or transform their communities aren't immune to setbacks. They are simply anchored by a purpose so strong that it carries them through even the toughest moments. Purpose also amplifies focus. Most people struggle to concentrate because they lack a clear why. They start projects, get distracted, and never follow through. Purpose eliminates that noise. When your goal is tied to a deep, meaningful reason, your mind naturally prioritizes the actions that matter most. You stop wasting energy on things that don't contribute to your vision. Every decision becomes strategic, every effort intentional, and every step forward deliberate. Focus is no longer a struggle because your purpose acts as a magnet, pulling your attention and effort in the right direction. That clarity and alignment are what turns ordinary effort into extraordinary results. Purpose transforms challenges into opportunities. When you know why you're doing something, you start to see obstacles differently. What once felt like setbacks become chances to innovate, learn, and grow stronger. Purpose allows you to approach problems creatively and persistently because you understand that each challenge is a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. The setbacks that would derail most people only strengthen those anchored in purpose, because every difficulty is reframed as an opportunity to get closer to what truly matters. That mindset separates the average from the exceptional and turns struggle into progress. Finally, purpose gives your life meaning and direction that resonates beyond immediate success. It's not just about achieving goals. It's about the person you become in the process and the impact you have on the world around you. Purpose turns ordinary routines into acts of significance, simple choices into building blocks of a legacy. It aligns your efforts with something larger than yourself, creating momentum that sustains you through doubt, fatigue, and uncertainty. People anchored in purpose don't just chase results. They create them, inspire others, and leave an imprint that outlasts temporary achievements. When you embrace purpose fully, everything changes. Your actions gain meaning, your decisions gain clarity, your mindset gains resilience, and your life gains direction. Challenges become lessons, setbacks become opportunities, and every day becomes a step forward on a path that matters. Purpose doesn't just improve your life, it transforms it. It gives you the power to navigate uncertainty, the courage to face difficulties, and the confidence to keep moving when most would stop. And the moment you commit to living purposefully, you start to realize that your potential is not defined by chance, circumstance, or external approval. It is defined by the clarity, resilience, and direction that purpose brings to every choice you make and every action you take.